Hey guys, welcome to another session from onlinemoneybee.com. In this session, we'll go ahead and take a quick look at how to set up an Aweber Autoresponder email campaign so that you can actually start collecting emails either on your blog or on your Facebook pages or anywhere on your online assets so that you can actually start communicating to your visitors and provide more value so that they could eventually either turn into customers or you can actually collect your customer information and actually serve them in a more better way. Now, you might be on this video because you might be searching for the best autoresponder or to increase your inbox rate in case if you're already an autoresponder user, but you might have got a poor deliverables or delivery rate of your emails, or you maybe are just getting started with your email marketing, so you wanted to know how to get started with Aweber. Or you may be trying to switch from a different autoresponders company to Aweber. So stick on with me and I'll go ahead and show you how to get started with Aweber and also to create your first follow-up sequence so that you can start communicating with your subscribers immediately. Okay, so let's get the first things first. If you are brand new to Aweber, you can get your first month for completely free by clicking the link in the description below. So you can test it out and see your comfortability by yourself and then see if it suits your needs, and then you can sign up with their paid packages. All you need to do is click on this link when you go to the page after you click the link in the description. And once you click on this page, you can actually go to this order form where you can choose the package that you need. And if you choose your first month free, they will not charge you anything. But if you choose your quarterly, they're gonna give you 14% discount on your first package. So once you go ahead and fill up all this information, you will be able to join immediately into Aweber. Okay, so let me go ahead and log in into my account so that I can show you how to get started the moment you log in. So this is how your dashboard would look like the moment you get signed in. Now, your dashboard might be a little different because if you're just getting started into Aweber, you might not have got any lists nor any subscribers. So in that case, you might be on a different page where you are being asked to create your first list. So now the way Aweber works is you need to create a list and then create a sign up form so that you can actually start collecting your subscribers' email. So don't worry if you are not seeing this page, but if you are seeing this page for any reason, click on the manage lists and then click on create a list. Now, if you are brand new to Aweber, you would have seen this page to begin with because this will be the first step, right? So the moment you come here, you need to provide your company name and you need to provide your company website. And in case if you do not own a company, you can just give your name here, not a big deal. And then you need to give your address and you need to give your sender name and sender email. So make sure you give your a genuine address in this case because there are anti-spam laws which actually mandate you to provide a valid address. So be cautious about that. And then when you're giving your sender name and sender email, make sure that you give a legitimate name so that your subscribers can connect with you when you send an email. So basically when Aweber sends an email, they will say that the email has come from this particular sender. If you want to give a person name, you can very well do that, and I'm giving a brand name here so that they could understand that they are coming from my page. So the moment you're done with all these things, just go ahead and click on next step. And here you need to name your list. So you can say that weekly newsletter, or something like blog visitors or whatever it is. It's only for your purpose, and also it is visible to the people when they actually are trying to unsubscribe. So just keep any name that you can be sure about what it is and how you are using this list, and then give a description of the list. So you need to be cautious on these things because when your subscribers are trying to go away, like by clicking unsubscribe, they will actually see this message. So it's better to give a brief description about what is this list and why they joined so that they can actually may change their mind in case if they wish not to unsubscribe. So let me say that this is my test list just for the sake of it. Okay, and then I'll click on next. So once you click on next, you will be on this screen, and in this screen you need to give a confirmation message. So basically you need to set up a message so that they will receive their first message asking for confirmation. Now Aweber encourages the double opt-ins, so if you're just getting started you have to use double opt-in, but once you get your initial subscribers you can actually request them for removal of double opt-ins. But I highly recommend using double opt-ins, but depending on the nature of your email communications or email marketing, if you prefer not to use this, you can actually ask Aweber to get it removed and they will actually do it for you. But I always prefer to have a confirmed subscribers so that I avoid bouncing emails or unnecessary emails or junk emails or whatever it is. So it's better to be cautious than sorry at a later, right? So let's go ahead and see how it works so that you can also do it for yourself. So once you come here, you have some predefined subject lines, and in case if you need to change these, you have to request a custom subject line and it would go for an approval. Now, in case if it goes for an approval, it takes a day or two. So if you're just getting started, just go with one of the options here. Basically, you can say response required. Please confirm your request for information, or you can say confirm your request for information or whatever it is. And then you can come here and customize your message. And this is okay. This need not be verified unless and until there is some triggers that could consider it as spam or whatever it is. You can simply leave this as is, or you can actually write a custom message saying that, hey, this is XYZ and you have actually tried to subscribe to our newsletter, so please confirm so that we know that it is you and we have your consent to send you an email. So you can just give a little brief information, and believe me guys, in case if you have a genuine offer to promote, they will definitely do this subscription, and it is very good to do that because your emails will definitely go to the respective people. So don't worry about this double opt-in, and go ahead and make sure that your message conveys here appropriately. And then you have your signature here auto-populated based on the information that you have set up during the list settings. So nothing to worry about that here. And this is the verification link that the person has to actually click on to be able to subscribe. So once you actually chose this information, I will just go ahead and leave this as is for now and then click on apply. It will get set up, and then you can actually go ahead and approve the message and create a list. So let's go ahead and do that. So the click of a button has actually created us a list. So you can see the name of your list here, and if you have more, all of them will be shown here. And once you have this list, the next step is to create a message and then to create a sign up form. So creating a message will actually help us to start the communication after the confirmation email is sent. So this is like a welcome email. So once we are done with this message creation, we will then go to sign up forms. So let's click on create message. So there are three different ways to create a message. You can use drag and drop email builder and you can actually create a template, or you can use an existing template so that you can just fill in the needed details and schedule an email appropriately. And you can also create a plain message, and you can also create a message with HTML editor. So if you are using your email marketing for affiliate networking or communicating with just links and a little images, you can preferably use HTML editor. And if you have a huge need for templates and sending something like ecom or courses or anything like that, where you wanted to integrate images, gifs, videos and all of those things, you could use drag and drop. But I personally use HTML editor because usage of less images or less videos could help you to improve the deliverability into the email inboxes rather than promotions or spams. So I prefer HTML editor, but there is no defined rule which said that usage of drag and drop could lead you to promotions or spams. I prefer HTML editor, so I'm just showing you because it's also so easy to create the message. So in our example, we are actually talking about a weekly newsletter. So I would like to give them a welcome message so that they could understand what is that they are signed up for and what is it that they are expecting in future. So we'll simply say, hey, welcome to our community. Now, Here you can say hey, and you can actually personalize that particular person's name. Now this again depends on the sign up form setup. So typically some people advise you to use name and email, or some people might simply say do not bother about the name because they want to make it so simple. So in case if you're using name, you can simply come here and personalize that person's name. So you can say subscribers info and you can give them the names here. So you can simply say hey, and you would get that person's name here. So let's do that for now, and then you can also do the similar customizations here. You can simply say hey, and then you can personalize his name. Maybe you wanted to call him with last name, and then say glad to see you inside. Now let me go ahead and simply use the content that I already have pre-written so that we can save some time here. Okay, so you can see that I'm done with my writing of the email. Now let's see how we could actually add the links, because this is one of the important things that we would use at a later point in time. So let's come back here and say we have given them an option to follow us on Facebook, YouTube, and our blog. So let's go ahead and give them proper links, because they could click here and they could be able to go there. So you will come here and add an hyperlink. So what I can say is onlinemoneyb.com/Facebook page. Okay, this is my short link. So it will actually try to go ahead and search if this is a valid link, and if you do an invalid link, it would throw up a message saying that is an invalid link. So you would go ahead and save it, and then you will do the same thing for other links. The reason we are doing this is because we would like to go ahead and track these links at a later time, so that we understand how many people have actually clicked on these things and how are they engaging with our particular content. In other words, the messages that we are sending them. Okay, I'm just giving the same thing here. This is my blog. So now we have our message ready. Now what you need to do is save and exit, or just save. The reason why I'm just saying just save is you have an ability to preview and test. So you can actually send an email to yourself to make sure that everything that you have written is correct, and you can click on send test and it would send an email to this email ID, and you can actually send anything here so that you could actually receive it and check it. Okay, now once you are done with that, you can actually simply save and exit, and you can see all the information is actually saved here. Now you're in your drafts, and once you are here, all you can now do is send it as a broadcast or add it to a follow-up series. Let's go ahead and add it to follow-up series, because we are going to discuss about the legacy follow-up series way of communicating to your customers. So we'll add it to the follow-up series, and it will say that follow-up number 1 is your welcome message. So they will be receiving this message immediately after they sign up. And you see this option here, track clicks on website links in this message. We will go ahead and enable this because we wanted to understand if your users are interacting with your messages or not. Now we'll just go ahead and add it. Now you're back to this legacy follow-up series. Now you can also send your communications via campaigns, but we'll reserve that for a later time. Now once you have this message here, the next step that you need to do is a sign up form, because that's how they actually come into your list, right? So let's go ahead and click on sign up forms. Now sign up form is actually a way of giving your visitors an ability to get into your list. So you can actually create a sign up form and host it on your websites or on Facebook, or even you can ask Aweber to publish it by themselves. So you'll just get a link and you can actually share that link with any of your friends or visitors, so that they could actually turn into subscribers. Now once we clicked on that link, we are here. The message that you just heard is about the welcome email. So we'll just get there in a minute. Now what you'll be doing here is you're actually on the design section. It's just a three-step process. You're in the design section, then you will change the settings, and then you'll publish. So when you come to the design section, you actually have a pre-populated template. Now, depending on the nature of your email collection, you could easily use a basic template here, or you could choose one among these. Like this is the type of the template, or you could actually choose one of these and then change the colors appropriately depending on the theme that you are actually using, and you can actually change them as needed. And you can also have something like this. So whatever you wanted. Once you come here, you can basically edit the header and include your messages, sorry, your images, and then you can actually save the fields. So let's go with a basic simple one for now so that it is easy for our discussion. Now what you can do is you can actually add or delete any elements that you want here. So in case if you want to add another field like last name or first name, all you need to do is create a new field and give it a different name. Let's take example of phone number, and then you can say next, and then you can actually ask them what is the type of the field. So you can just simply say and then save the field, and you can also choose whether it is a required field or not. For now, we'll remove it and we'll keep it simple. And remember, this is the field that we wanted because we wanted to use a personalization in the email messages. So we will definitely go ahead and use the name here. And if you want to see the properties, you can see it as a full name. And this is the one that we used in our personalization, right? So we'll just go ahead and use this. And I typically remove this. And email privacy, it's up to you guys. As long as you have your own privacy policy, that's totally fine. And then you can actually save the form or go to the step 2. We just go to the step 2, and once you here, you can actually name your form appropriately. Just say weekly newsletter for now, but it's up to you guys, whatever you want. Now these are some tricky things that you can do here. You can basically send your visitors to a thank you page once they give the email address and the name. And the basic thank you page would be looking like this. It just says that, go ahead and activate your subscription. Or you can actually send them to a custom page saying that thanks for subscribing, and here are the instructions that you need to follow, and you can just guide your visitors to go ahead and click on the confirm link so that they could actually do that, so that they will be on your list. And it's up to you guys. I prefer to have thank you page always so that it is more engaged. And then you also have an ability to send an existing subscriber to a different page. So basically you can create multiple lists and create multiple sign up forms. So for any reason, if your subscribers have reached out to two different pages, instead of asking them to reconfirm every time, you can basically tell them that you are already subscribed, so don't worry, and they will get their information. And you can actually use ad tracking. This is something that we could use more in the campaign creation process, but for now just ignore it. And then you see here, you are saying that once the subscriber signed up, all you need to do is send them the first message. You can actually choose no follow-ups, only broadcasts, which means that they would never get any follow-up series, but they would receive the broadcast that you are sending, which we'll talk about later. And the other thing is welcome message, the first follow-up. If you remember, we have created a follow-up message, so they would receive the first follow-up message. And then you can click on save form. And you can also choose this option to personalize the information on the thank you page. But for now, we can ignore that, and we will change this to basic version. And then you definitely need to save the form at this point in time. And then you can go to the step 3. Once you come here, you have 3 options again. You can install your form if you are a WordPress user, and if you know how to just install your forms by yourself, you can simply take the HTML version or the Java version and update it on your WordPress plugin. Or if you use a WordPress plugin for Aweber, you can basically add the list ID there and have this list integrated onto your WordPress pretty easily. And then you can also have your web designers do this for you, so you can actually send them an email and they will be able to take care of this. And you also have an option for Aweber to host this. So basically you can simply send this form in any of the emails or in any way, and then they will be able to still collect the information. It's basically like sending this plain link to get your subscribers. So when we do this on a bridge, you can pretty much see that your subscribers can enter all the information here. Now let's go ahead and do this so that you can see that we are actually able to get onto this list. And let me click on submit. Now see, it's asking me to confirm, so I'm just saying I'm not a robot, and it gave me a page. And it takes maybe a minute or two for the actual email to come our way. Let me go ahead and show you my test email that I received a few minutes back. You see this? We actually received the email. Okay, now let's wait for a minute or two for the actual email to come for the subscription, because that will give us a confirmation box and the confirmation link. And once we are subscribed, we will go back and start seeing the information of these guys under subscribers. You see here, we have just sent an email to this particular one. The activation is still pending, so it's saying the confirmation is pending. Okay, let's wait for the email and then welcome back. So I just received my email. As you can see, it's asking me that a response is required. We received your request for information, and it gave me the confirmation link. Now let me go ahead and click the link. And it says your subscription has been confirmed because we did not give any custom page. So now let's go back here and click on manage subscribers, and you can see that the subscription is done. So basically it's showing that the subscriber is now added, and now I should be getting a welcome email so that I will be able to see the message that we just have written here. Okay, just got another notification, so let's go ahead and see that. We got the first email, which is our welcome email, and as you can see, we have the links enabled here. So what we'll do is go back to the dashboard once. Well, not to the dashboard, but here, let me refresh this page. You can see that the opened stats will get updated. You see that it is 100% open because I just clicked on the email and I opened. Now if I click on any of the links that are present in that email, I will be able to see what are all being clicked. So in order to see that, you need to go to the reports, and under the reports you can see this info. What you're seeing here is my complete overall report. So let's come down here and let me click on follow-up status. Now when I click on that follow-up status, I'm actually referring to only this particular list, and you can come here and actually see this one message, and you can actually get more information out of this by either clicking on this subscriber, so you can actually see more information about this particular subscriber. So all you can see here is what has been collected from this particular subscriber. So you will see that they received the latest information, and also what is the source that they used to get into this particular list, and also what is the message that they received, and also the actions that they took on this particular message. So if you see here, you have the information saying they opened this message. And now let me go ahead and click one of the link, and let's see what will be happening here. So I'm clicking on YouTube channel. Okay, looks like my link is incorrect there. So let's come back here and click on the blog for now. So we came to our blog here. Now let's go back to the reports page and refresh this. You see here, now it says that link is clicked. This link is clicked and this link is clicked. So something is wrong with this link, but they still show what is the text that, or what's the link that is actually clicked, so that you can know what is the interaction that your users are having with your emails. Okay, so this is the way that you can actually understand if your users are opening your emails. If yes, what is it that they are doing? Are they taking any action or not? Now once you have a huge list of subscribers or a decent amount of subscribers, you can actually take all the stats and segment your users appropriately so that you could send the next messages based on the actions that they are taking. If someone is opening and actually clicking, then you can only start sending them the information that is relevant to them because they clicked on it. Okay. Now the next thing that we'll be doing is adding more messages into the follow-up series so that your subscribers will start receiving emails back to back. Now you can do that by going back to the legacy follow-up series from here, by going here and then create a message, and then you can add that here. Let's say this is my second email, just for the sake of it. Okay, this is my second email, and then say save and exit. Click on send options and you can actually add it to the follow-up series, and you will basically able to choose when do you want to send this second email. You want to send it the next day, so you can do it as 1, or if it is a weekly newsletter, you can simply say it as 7, and then you choose when to send the email. So basically you can say, send it at 9 a.m. and probably only on these days. But if you choose 9 a.m., it doesn't mean that it is going at 9 a.m. It will try to send at 9 a.m., which means it could go between 9 a.m. to 9:15 or 9:30 or whatever it is. And then you can simply say apply, and it is saying any day because we did not choose. But if you want the 7-day to be either Monday or Tuesday, then it can be updated accordingly. Now you said 9 a.m. You need to make sure it is a 9 a.m. of the subscriber's local time. It's not depending on your local time. So you could do that, and also you can say that apply these to any messages, or all messages in this list, because this is the first one that we are adding after it, right? So once you click on add follow-up series, this message will now go into the follow-up series. As you can see here, it is saying every day starting at 9 a.m. and it will be sent after 7 days. Now you can continuously add more and more messages to this particular list, and your messages will be sent accordingly. Now once you are having a list of subscribers and once you have decent amount of engagement, if you wish to send a message by yourself based on the click rates, what you can do is you can still go to the reports and you can actually collect all the list of subscribers who clicked on a particular link, or who has been clicking on the links, and you can send a message specifically to them, or you could actually create a message and send immediately also, and that's called as the broadcast. So you can simply say create a message, and instead of adding them under the add to follow-up series, you would just simply say send as a broadcast. So let's do that also once. I'll show you how to do that. So I come here and say this is a broadcast. Say this is a broadcast test. I'll save and exit. Now I come here and I click on send options, and instead of adding to follow-up series, I'm just saying schedule a broadcast. Now you will have again the similar settings here. Now what you're saying is broadcast archive enabled. That's fine. It's just saving your broadcast information. If you want to share it on Facebook and Twitter, I never do this, so I cannot speak about them. And then who should receive this message? So you could pretty much be able to choose the list that you wanted, or you can actually choose all the lists that you have in your account, and you can actually apply that so that this message is broadcasted to all of them, or you can choose whatever list you wanted. And then you can also choose a segment, which is what I was saying a few minutes back. Under reports, you can actually create a segment based on the user interactions that you're having. A little advanced for now, so you can actually consider it for a later time. And then you want to choose when to send this message. You can pretty much choose immediately, or you can schedule it for a defined time so that your subscribers would receive information at the time it is needed. Like if you have a launch, or if you have a product that is coming up, or if you have something that you needed to communicate at a particular time, you can simply choose the time that you would like to use and then send an email appropriately. Okay, and then you can actually enable tracking, and you can also enable the statistics if they are available. And then when you click on this button, the message will be sent appropriately. Because we are saying it is immediately, it's enabled as send message now. But if you change it probably like 7 a.m. at this time and say apply, it says schedule this message for this particular time. Okay, now once it's clicked, this information is available under scheduled. Now, as you can see, you do not have other broadcasts, but if you do have any broadcasts, you will be able to see them under your broadcasts. Okay, and once the messages are sent, you can still come back to your reports and you can see the information and the statistics of your broadcast. So now the one other location where you can actually see your results is on your dashboard. So once you come to your dashboard, you can see all your recent broadcasts. And when you click on show more, you can see all the broadcasts that were sent pretty much from this particular list. So let's say that I can show you one of the other lists that I have so that you can see how the results would actually be shown. So as you can see here, here are all the emails that I have been sending, and these are all the results that I have been getting. And this is how you can see that how many people are getting engaged and for what emails are they getting engaged, so that you can actually start tweaking your emails so that you can have more engaged audiences. Okay. So basically, that's how you can actually create a campaign and also set up a broadcast messages in case if you wish to communicate beyond the legacy follow-up series. Now, be cautious on these things, guys, because when you set up your legacy follow-up series in case as a daily sequence, and if you are sending a broadcast, your subscribers will receive 2 emails from you on the same day. So try to be diligent when you are sending emails. Sometimes people will say more emails will help you, but sometimes people will get irritated when they keep receiving emails that they are not relevant to them, or if they are too much of promotional. So be cautious about playing with the broadcast versus your legacy follow-up series, and be more engaged with your visitors. Try to communicate back to them in case if they reply back to any of your messages. I still receive emails as replies to some of my messages, and I do communicate back with them. So please make sure so that they will be available for you when it is needed. Okay, that's pretty much about this video, guys. In case if you wish to get signed up with Aweber for the first month free, go ahead and click the link in the description below and you will be able to start with zero cost pretty much. And if you like this video, hit on the like, and if you would like to receive more of these types of videos, hit on subscribe and you will be notified whenever there is a new video. Thanks for watching. Bye for now. Talk to you in another video.